Okay, folks, I've got a new program here that I'm trying out, and Smithers is very fascinated by it, but this will allow me to draw things and annotate at the same time and then easily upload to YouTube. So I hope that it works out okay. Please have some patience with me as I get used to it. I've bought a new stylus, but it hasn't arrived here yet, so my drawings look like crap for now, but hopefully they'll improve. So this is some selected problems that I'll be doing a couple videos on from the most recent homework that you turned in that I'm going to wait for a few days to grade until any viruses on them expire in the air of my office. But the first one to look at is just assigning E and Z to the top molecule. So remember, when you're assigning E and Z, what you do is you sort of mentally divide the double bond in half. On the left-hand carbon, that carbon, I'm comparing a hydrogen that isn't shown, but I'll just put it in, and a carbon, so the carbon has the higher priority. Over on the right-hand carbon now, I'm comparing a carbon with one hydrogen and two nitrogens. This carbon down here, though, is a C triple bond N, because remember that nitrogen likes to form 3 bonds. So you're going to pretend that that carbon triple bonded to nitrogen, that's a carbon bonded to 3 nitrogens. So that group gets the higher priority. So these are on the same side, so this is Z. Down below in problem 41, this is a nomenclature question. And so what you can do is either give the name first or start assigning E or Z first. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the E and Z part first. So on this carbon, I have a bromine versus a hydrogen that's not shown, so the bromine gets the higher priority. On this carbon here, I have a hydrogen that's not shown versus a chlorine, so this gets the higher priority. So this first carbon-carbon double bond is E. Second carbon-carbon double bond, I have a chlorine versus a carbon, and so the chlorine gets the higher priority. Over on this carbon, I have a carbon bonded to a carbon bonded to a carbon, but down on the bottom I have a carbon bonded to a carbon bonded to a carbon bonded to a carbon. So because these are just straight chains of carbons, you can just count up the carbons. So that carbon is the higher priority. So this would be Z. So this is, now if I do the parent, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm numbering 1 where it is because that's where the first carbon-carbon double bond and the first substituent are. So this would be 1E, 3Z dash 1 bromo 2 chloro 4 propyl oct 1 3 diene.